Hello YouTube, and welcome to another general vlog video. And speaking of general, in the general vlog video, this is extremely general. We are general as we do a little bit of every kind of vlog, and today's going to prove that. Well, let's get right down to it. Today we are going to do a product review on a musical instrument that I own, that I bought new in 2004. It's a reissue. And well, let's just bring the star of the show out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my 1952. Well, if I can, let me move the camera over just a little so you guys can see it and the headstock and everything. So this is it. This is my 1952 reissue 2004 Fender USA made Telecaster. This is my baby. This is about the fifth one I've had. I had a few of the older reissues from back in the 80s. That's what I played professionally for about 20 years and loved it. I have one certain one, and there's a butterscotch blonde, TV yellow, I guess it was also dubbed. I don't claim to be a professional on these, but I know a little bit about it. I know I love the sound. I know I love the way that it is produced. Let me lower this down just a little bit. I know it is produced to sound like the 52s. It has the same wiring, it has the same sheathing over the wiring, the same pickup, which we'll get into. So this by no means is to showcase my playing ability. I have not even picked this guitar up in 5 years. Matter of fact, I haven't picked up any electric in about 5 years, or maybe even more. And within the last 15 years, I probably haven't logged maybe over a couple hours playing. So, in other words, I suck. So just so you know. So this is what it is. It's a 2004. It's in pretty decent shape. It's not relicked or anything. It's got a few little blemishes on it, you know, throughout the times of playing it and everything. Kind of flashy there with the. This is the saddle guard. It's also called the ashtray. That's what it's most known for. And I'll be taking it off here in a minute. So let's jump right into it. Let me turn the amp on. So just to let you know, I'm playing through a way too loud Fender Cyber Deluxe. Let's get a decent sound on it. My foot pedal down here. Alright, there we go. That's about as original and as classic as you're going to get. Please excuse me. As you can see, all the dust and everything. This thing is covered in dust because I don't play it. I don't keep it in the case like I should. When I got it, it come with the original style. Was it CNS case? All the case candy. None of that's even been touched. I still have the original box that it come in. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. That's so. Let's get down to the brass tacks of this thing. For one, through body string, bolt-on neck. It's got the skunk stripe in the neck. It's got the, I don't know, I guess those are Clouston. I don't know if they're Clouston style, or I would say they were actual Cloustons from back then. You can drop a little graphite down in each one of those. That's what you got little holes. Keep them tuning good. Yeah, it's got some hanger damage to where it, the finish on these, look them up. They weren't the best in the world, and they hated rubber. So in the music stores, when you bought them, if they've been hanging a long time, you'd get them a cheaper price because it'd start taking the finish off right here. That's not the case here. Give you a little rundown on how I ended up with this guitar. In 2004, right at the beginning of 2004, January to be exact, this guitar was actually made on my birthday, January the 9th, 2004. But that was not marked until January the 14th. And therefore, when they went to ship it out to me, this is what I got. And it says dated 1/19/04. That's when they did this, not when the guitar was built. It was actually done. It takes about 10 days in the production line for it to get down and to get signed and get taken out and everything. So this was done in January the 9th, 2004. Tells me the serial number, tells me this certified that this vintage Telecaster guitar incorporates the highest standards of craftsmanship and quality components, and is a replica of the 1952 design. My problem that I was having in 2003, when I started looking to replace the love of my life at the time, which was, I think it was an 82 reissue. And I had several others. I've had original, like a 1959 original. I just never could get that sound like I can get out of these. So instead of getting like a 59 and tearing it all up and wiring it like a 52 and getting the 52 pickups and stuff, I ended up with a replica in 82, and then we went to the 2004. But in 2003, that's when everybody started faking Fenders. Well, I'm sure they did it way before then, but that's when it got popular. Everybody seemed to be faking Fenders. And I wish I could get a little farther away from you so you could get the guitar in the shot. But the bed is right there, and yes, I'm in my bedroom. So I think that's a little bit better. Now if we could just go this way to get the headstock in. That is a little bit better. So, the reason they dubbed these things an ashtray is because the first thing that any real player ever did was take those things off. They just snap right on. They end up laying upside down on top of your amp, and you put your cigarette in it. It become an ashtray. So we're going to take this. Got a cool look, cool design, but you can't palm mute. You can't do anything with it. So we're going to throw that away. Not really. Throw it on the bed. And I'll give you a few. This is the rear pickup, which is the back pickup being this one. Everything dimed out, volume dimed, the tone volume, or the tone knob dimed, everything. I love the knurls on these things, because if you want to do volume swells, which I'm not going to get into, but if you want to do volume swells to make it sound like a pedal steel guitar, these knobs are the cat's meow. Wasn't my first choice of words, but we'll stick with that one. So here it is. I'll give you a rundown on that back pickup. Let's see. I'm going to detune it. Kind of almost got that Wayland phaser sound into it. I don't know if I can get that. There we go. That might be a little too much. Let's get a little bit of volume. I hope I don't drown you guys out. But just give you the rundown of what that rear pickup sounds like through my amp. That's way too much phase effect. That's probably a little bit better. Anyways, I haven't played with this amp. I haven't played with this in probably 5 years at least. So I'm going to noodle around a little bit on it, Try not to get any copyright infringements or anything. Not that anything I can play will sound like anything you've ever heard, but, and you can kind of hear from it. Then we'll switch pickups and we'll go on to a clean sound and a different sound. Now I have my pedal board set up down here. You can't see it, but it's a 4-switch pedal board. I've got a modern country sound, I've got a Wayland sound, I've got a Merle Haggard sound, and I've got a Southern Rock sound. So right now I'm just going to keep it on this. I got it on my Wayland sound. I've got the delay and the phaser up just a little bit high, but it is what it is. I'm going to noodle around a little bit, and you can hear that. I hear that classic original sound. It's only going to sound as good as your speakers are. So it is what it is. Turn the volume down just a little bit because I'm afraid that's coming over really sharp on your end. Boy, I don't even remember how to play anything. Anyways, that's the rear pickup. Let's go to a little bit more of a cleaner sound. That's about as clean as anesthetic as you can possibly get. Get it up here where you guys can see it again. Wow, I can't even remember that. That would be why, because I keep down tuning the stupid thing. Now I'm going to get a detuner for this, but that has nothing to do with this guitar. Anyways, that's the rear pickup sound. It's very tinny sounding, very bright, very trebly. I don't know what sound you want to call it, but that gets you all the classic country sounds that were out back in the 50s and 60s. and even in the 70s, you know, they were still playing, you know, a 52 Tele back in the 70s, you know, just a guitar you've had a few years. So, you know, a lot of the recordings and stuff, James Burton, which he played for everybody from Merle Haggard to Elvis Presley, Rev Volkart, who played for Merle Haggard, you know, a lot of them that Buck Owens, you know, all of those people had that 52 Tele sound. And so if you're going to go and get into a live situation and play those, it's a great sound to have. So now let's go into the middle pickup, which is more of a kind of a bluesy, almost, you know, I don't know, it's just that low quality. I mean, I bet if you play jazz and no, that's not jazz. But it's just got that nice bluesy, just especially, you know, roll off that tone just a little bit. And I don't know if you guys see that. I just kind of rolled the tone off a little bit. But, you know, you can get that. Anyways, you get the, you know, you can get. I don't want to get into any kind of trouble playing things I shouldn't be playing on YouTube, and you know, it is what it is. And then you've got the neck pickup. Let's turn the tone back up. I don't know if you can hear, that's at the same volume I was playing. I didn't touch the volume or nothing. It's not much. It's basically pointless. Now, what I ended up using it for, and I was told that this is what it originally was for. This come out before electric bass guitars come out. So I was told that deep, dark, muddy was great for, you know, you turn up just a little bit of volume and so anyways, I was told it was used, you know, for the first bass. So you can, I don't know if that's true or not. I have set in a little bit where we didn't have a bass player. There's 45 lead players. All 49 of them were better than me. Yeah, I don't know if you caught that joke or not, but so. And I've used it, you know, as best as a bass, you know. and just. Anyways, to me it's pretty much worthless. I like the. Well, I bent that way up too high, and I'm way too loud. So, anyways, let's throw a little bit of dirt on it. That ain't where this guitar shines, but I know somebody out there is going to say, well, they didn't put no distortion on it. Now, I'm not going to get crazy. I'm not playing any Ozzy Osbourne or anything like that. I'm trying to think what to play without upsetting or offending anybody, so. Let's see. Yeah, probably shouldn't be playing that, huh? Yeah, definitely shouldn't be playing that. I just don't know what all you can play and not get in trouble and. So we're going to leave it at that. You heard it. I mean, you can do. All right, that's enough. So anyways, there it is. My 2004 52 issue, 52 reissue. Love it. It's my baby. I will be, well, I would say I'd be buried with it, but it's actually getting left. This is heirloom. This is, I think, out the door was like either $1,200 or $1,400. I think it was closer to $1,400. I had to deal with Fender directly to get this. They offered me to come out to the factory to watch it being made, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. They knew, well, they tried to hide the fact that they knew that, you know, there was replicas being made all over the place. You could buy Fender water slide decals and, you know, I mean, you could really do it upright if you knew what you were doing. They kind of denied that they knew that, but they knew that, and that's why they offered me, you know, all the perks and benefits that they did. Of course, no discount, but, you know, hey, fly out here to California and go through the factory and you can watch your exact guitar being made, or, you know, we can put your thumbprint on it, or we can do it through the custom shop, or we can. They just offered me the world, basically. I think it was because they knew that, you know, people were replicating their guitars. And I'm not talking about like other companies and stuff. I'm talking about individuals, you know, were mass producing. They were taking Squires and not even changing out the electronics or anything, and scratching off the Fender Squire logo and pasting on a USA Fender, and even putting custom shops on them, which we do have a custom shop up here that we're going to be showing, although it has a broken string on it right now. And that is the, I'll kind of tell you, give you a spoiler alert after I straighten up the tripod here. See if that did anything. Oh, I think that's a lot better. All right, so I'll give you a spoiler alert. I have the, let's see how, that would be a 2017 Merle Haggard telly, the Tough Dog telly, right behind you. And then we also have, I mean, spoiler alerts, I'm not going to show them to you. I want to grab it so bad. But I also have my new baby, which is, it did not replace my 52, but I have a B-bender system over here on a USA Nashville telly, which is basically a Strat and a telly mixed, and it's like, anyways, we'll get into those. I would like to actually get a little bit practice in before I keep doing this, because I really suck now. But I'm not showing, I'm not portraying my guitar picking skills. This is to show you my guitars. This is to help with insurance purposes. This is to show you guys some of the great features and qualities of these guitars. I myself, personally, I like Southern rock. I like 80s big band. You know, I don't even know if I'm allowed to mention names and stuff on here. But I'm a country picker. I love the newer modern country, like BP, I'm going to call him. Brad, somebody. I like his chicken picking. He uses a B bender and a G bender a lot. Diamond, somebody that's a band. They like to meet in the middle sometimes. I just don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not. Anyways, their lead guitarist, Jimmy Olander. Oh, I dropped a name. He's got a B and G bender on his guitars, so when you start hearing their style of music, you hear that, and that really got to me. And then I have a VH. If you guys know who VH is, now we're getting into like the 70s and 80s rock. One of the best guitarists out there. You know what? I'm just going to say his name. I think I'm allowed to say his name. I've got a Van Halen tribute guitar back behind him. It's got all stripes and everything. It's a Charvel. It's an 80s dream, and I'm going to do a lot of reviews. I keep looking up, and I'll turn you around here in just a minute if I remember and show you some of the guitars. And I have them under beds. I have them under my kids' beds. I have them in my kids' room. I have them in the spare bedroom. I have them in my dad's attic. I have a music studio through the divorce that has musical instruments in them. They're in my closets. They are everywhere. So we're going to start doing a lot of reviews. So I'm going to get out of here. Once again, this is general, and this should show you that we're very in general. Excuse me. A hair or something in my mouth. That was very rude. I'd turn it off right now if I was you. No. Okay, before you do, like, and please hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done it yet. And leave a comment. Be really nice on your comments, because my 12-year-old takes care of all my comments, and that's he wants to contribute to the channel, and that's his way of contributing. So be nice. Don't say, geez, dude, you really suck at playing guitar, or I've got a better guitar than you. Just be nice. You know, if you say, hey, and that's a cool looking guitar, but I just, I like humbuckers, or that's not my style, or whatever. That's fine, but don't get hateful. My child is taking care of the comments on this. And even if not, let's all get together and love each other and not be mean to each other. That's enough of all that bull. So, like, subscribe, comment down below. Click that bell notification so you can see, because I think the next one we're going to do, is the B-bender. And I might try to wipe it down a little bit because it's got a beautiful finish on it. Not that the 52 doesn't. But I might do it actually next. So we're right in at 30 minutes, so won't you guys do me a favor and have a great night and even better tomorrow? I messed that up, didn't I? I'm thinking that because it's night. So let's try that again. You guys have a great day, an even better tomorrow, and an awesome tonight, which it is tonight. So we'll see you on the next video. And remember, I'm my own cameraman, so I've got to poke you in the ear to turn it off. See you on the next video.